We're coming to you from the resort, entertainment, and convention center of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, what began on one station in 1966 is now an event in both the United States and Canada that is carried on 200 stations to an audience of more than 100 million people.
Now it's time for Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul.
And much, much more.
Good morning, team. It's morning. I don't know if it's going to be morning when you'll be listening to this podcast or watching it on Facebook or YouTube, but welcome. I like to start the show with a song that symbolizes the last week, the past week. And the challenge is that my friends here have to try to figure out why I picked it. Now, I told a friend last night what I picked, and he easily picked it. He easily figured it out.
Really? Okay.
So I think even you guys should be able to.
Even us.
Yes. So I want the listeners to also
More accurate.
I want them to also see it. So I'm bringing up my camera.
Whoa.
But with that said, we did it. We're ready to go. Here is Jim Croce with "You Don't Mess Around with Jim" on Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie, and introducing the texter.
Oh. Oh. This sounds fun. So does this have anything to do with the House of Representatives?
Yes.
Jim Jones.
Jim
Jordan. Sorry.
Or Jones.
Well, that didn't take
His
long,
little
did
brother.
it?
Did you think this was going to be a tough one?
No.
Oh, okay.
For you guys, I thought it would be.
Well, see. Jim Croce, really like a lot of his songs. Wasn't he like 31 or something? He was very young when he died.
Yes.
But he looks a little older than 31 here to me.
Was it a
He looks like.
car wreck or plane wreck or
I
something?
think maybe it was a plane wreck.
Oh,
I'm
man,
not
that's
sure.
sad. He looks like he could be John Oates' dad.
He is. He's very Oatsian. Yeah.
Alexa,
You nailed it, Boogie.
how did Jim Croce die?
Go to your Alexa app.
My Wi-Fi's not set up for it.
Oh. I mean, I guess I got a little machine here. I could
Yeah,
Google it.
thank you.
Yeah, try it out.
Okay, so have you ever heard the song before?
Yes.
Have you, Boogie?
I've not.
Okay, so it's a song about a badass named Jim. Everyone thinks he's a badass. Guess what happens at the end? Slim beats him up.
Yeah. Gets his own ass handed to him.
Yeah. Which, ironically, is Hakeem Jeffers' nickname.
No way.
No way.
Wow.
It's completely not true, but it,
Oh,
sounds like something that would be cool, right?
You should have just rolled with it. Should have put that out in the universe.
Hey, breaking news! This just in. It was an aviation accident that took Jim Croce away from us. So,
A lot of people call that a plane wreck, or was he just driving on the ground?
no, it was a plane wreck. It was a chartered Beechcraft E-18S. It crashed into a tree during takeoff. So
anyway, Jim Jordan is a puss, right? He's a wuss.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
a loser, is what he is.
So, what, 3-time loser?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is the deal that his own party thinks he's incompetent and they won't, like, they don't
Well,
even have the numbers
he's
to...
an insurrectionist. He's a liar, and I think underreported, he's a dick.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think just a lot of people just don't.
Is that underreported?
Well, actually, I do think it is because I think they talk about his radicalness, his policies, and all this stuff, but people just don't like him. What they did on the first vote is 20 people voted against him, then 22, and then 25.
Yeah.
So it's going
And they
wrong.
did it deliberately to screw with him
Yeah.
because he's an
awesome.
ass.
Which is great.
Yeah.
But it is a little sad to see one of our institutions floundering so horribly.
Yeah, I agree. I just was happy that an insurrectionist wasn't third in line to be the president.
Amen.
So that was Jim Croce with Don't Mess Around with Jim. And that basically sums up the past week. Welcome to Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie and introducing the Texter.
Yay.
And I'm Paul. What's up?
What's up, Cephas?
And
Sorry.
I love that we never, ever get it right.
Ever.
That's okay. And I'm Paul. This is a show where we review the most important things from the past week and get you ready for the next week. It's your one-stop podcast. Keep you updated. It's a real week review. Just listen to us. You won't need any other information outlet. That's our guarantee. If you're watching us on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, you can join the program by calling us at 913-735-0060. And if I notice it, we'll welcome your participation.
Okay.
All right?
That's
Coming
honest.
up, we have your weekly news quiz, pop culture update. We don't have an incredible special feature this week, and much, much more. But first, we do a segment called What's Going On? And it is something that just allows the listeners to know what's going on with everybody.
Yeah.
In the crew. And last week, I tried my best to reintroduce everybody to the everyone that's here in the.
Yeah, that was thoughtful and well done.
I don't think it was well done at all. You guys didn't acknowledge it, care about it. It seems to me like you hated it all. So what I did instead was I went ahead and I put out an email to our listeners. And some of the people, I asked them to, will you do an introduction like for Chris, for Boogie, for the Texter? And some of the people that listen who, it ended up being great because it's people that you admire too.
Oh, okay.
And they're big fans of us. So I kind of went through and looked at, well, yeah, that works out good because there were thousands of them, as you can imagine.
Of course.
I go, well, that works out good. That person's a fan of, Boogie's a fan of that person, and so it worked out good. So I'm gonna do these introductions.
Okay.
Okay. We always start with Chris. Okay.
Hello, listeners. I'm Phil Hendry. I am pleased to introduce the multifaceted dynamo, Chris Whiting. With a sparkling wit and an enviable knack for humor, Chris has secured his place as a celebrated stand-up comedian. Hailing as the crowned Laugh Olympics champion in Kansas City, he's not only a humor virtuoso, but also a prominent member of the renowned Dingleberries of comedy sports improv. Not one to be confined to the stage, Chris is an accomplished facilitator and presenter, leaving an indelible mark wherever he goes. But that's not all. You may recognize his dulcet tones as a seasoned radio host, or perhaps from his versatile work as a sought-after voiceover artist. Beyond the mic, he has authored captivating pieces, proving his literary finesse. Not one to shy away from community service, Chris is also a dedicated public servant, embodying the spirit of giving back. While he excels in his professional endeavors, Chris's true joy lies in being a devoted father of two super competitive firecrackers and, of course, a supportive husband, cherishing his role as a pillar of love and guidance. With his genuine warmth and unwavering loyalty, he is the best lifelong friend a person could have. Here's the star of the past week, next week program, the one and only Chris White.
Damn you, Paul.
No, I don't like any of you guys. Like, oh no, all of this is true.
Well, that got me.
That last 10 seconds.
Because they are fans and they listen to the show and they know you well.
Well, thank you from the bottom of my heart. That touched me, man.
To Phil Hendry. That was Phil Hendry.
Oh, yes. Thank you to Phil Hendry.
Yeah.
Yes, I could tell that was Phil Hendry.
Yeah. Do you think he was sincere, or do you think he just wants a little bump for his own past week or his own podcast?
You know what? At this point, I'm not even gonna go down that road.
Okay.
I'm just touched that it happened.
So what's going on, Chris? With that introduction?
Wow. Okay. So, woo. Okay. So I had an interesting thing happen last Sunday. I want to ask you guys about.
Oh boy.
So yeah, Jane and I went to Pottery Barn
Okay.
She was wanting to look at a recliner out there. And as we're shopping, a woman approaches me, and I had noticed her and her husband, but there had been no interaction. I noticed them because her husband looked like maybe a 60-year-old Sammy Hagar.
Okay.
Total. In fact, I even said to Jane, like, hey, man, that guy's got strong Sammy Hagar vibes. But they were way across the store. There was no way he heard it. She comes up and taps me on the shoulder, and she's holding a basket, like, in front of her belt, and says something to me about hey, this basket. And I'm like, oh, maybe my wife was looking at Jane. Were you And she's like, no. Do you want my basket to put your Cobra in? What?
What?
Uh-huh. She's like, well, I just didn't know if you wanted my basket to put your Cobra in. And I'm like, oh, no, we got all our Cobras in baskets already, blah, blah, blah.
Or was she talking about your Cobra?
Well, so that's
immediately where I'm
okay.
Yeah, but you and I have dirty minds.
That was lost on me. And then we leave, and Jane's like, you know, those were swingers, right? I'm like, no. Do you guys think?
It's weird because I know your wife, how attractive she is. Yes. But also, I know you.
Right.
No.
Right. Yeah. It's like it cancels it out.
Yeah.
I feel like that has to be what it was.
It has
It's
to be.
so random and bizarre.
Either that or she was completely bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be one of those two.
I think I'm going back to what Paul said, though. I think your wife is so hot
Yeah.
that you, unfortunately, are a bridge to get to your wife.
Yes.
So the couple had to go through you to get to your wife. And they're willing to do that.
And they were probably
Yeah.
were back in the back of the store, and Sammy Hagar's talking to who the person looked like.
The wife.
Maybe like a Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
Come on, I've done things for you. You're doing this for me. Go ask him for his Cobra into your basket.
Here, go get your basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it was.
It was just so random, and of course I was clueless, and Jane's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm telling you, I think that's it. So
Yeah, because it's happened to her before.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Chris.
Thanks.
Cool, man. You got
You
invited
got
to
options.
Yeah.
You have
You
new
got
friends.
And so then, and I debated about whether to talk about this on air, but I do want to bring it up. On Monday, got some tragic news. My ex-wife's boyfriend of 6 years committed suicide last Sunday night. And didn't see it nobody saw it coming. He was kind of an icon of the business and political community in Denver,
Yeah.
Colorado. And I knew he was kind of a big deal, but I had no idea how big of a deal he was. There were stories in the newspaper right after it happened. But apparently he had been planning this for quite some time. And
Terrible.
awful,
goodness.
horrible, and I don't bring it up to be a downer, but man, it's just a reminder. Like, if you're struggling, please ask for help. Reach out to somebody.
I was going to bring this up at some point during the show because you guys never want to do any prep or talk about the show when it's not. But I have a mental health
fair.
person that we're going to interview sometime, and
Okay.
we're going to ask her, what are the things we should be looking for in ourselves and other people in this fucking crazy world? Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I hope she didn't say anything about bridges.
I'm sure she will. Okay, what'd
Yeah.
you do yesterday though, Chris?
So yesterday was awesome. Oh, well, one other thing.
Yeah.
I had my colonoscopy.
Oh, nice.
This
Okay.
this
How's
week.
the
So
butthole doing? Oh, nice.
I think it's doing good, but I am still struggling. I got no sleep the night before.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different kind of prep than I've done in the past.
Oh yeah, you were telling me that.
Yeah,
It's pills.
It
not
was
the,
pills.
Not
It- yeah,
The liquid?
Yes, it was. It was a bottle with 15 pills, and you at 5 in the afternoon you take one pill every 2 minutes until all 15 are gone.
2 minutes?
Every 2 minutes you're taking a pill with like 16 ounces of water. Then you wait an hour, you drink another 32 ounces of water, and then you shit yourself like
Right.
crazy. Then you do it again at 2:30 in the morning. But the way I got no sleep, so I was completely wiped out the rest of this week, and I just cannot catch up. So
Wow.
still sleepy tired, but hey, do that preventative stuff, folks. Go out there, take care of yourself, get checked. This is the Chris Whiting public health
Very good.
segment, apparently. And then yesterday, so I had mentioned we'd gone to Pottery Barn because Jane wanted to look at a recliner. Ever since we gave the recliner back to Peace Out Cancer that they had donated to us for right after surgery, she found out it was really quite comfy. And, as she's continuing to go through the reconstruction, it would just be nice to have a recliner. Well, her parents had bought one for her dad that's really nice, but he does not like it, and he refuses to use it. So went and moved that recliner, but it's too big to move by myself. So,
So what'd you do?
well, I had to turn to someone.
Yeah.
And, and the man I turned to is none other than Paul Lavoda.
I helped them put it in the truck and take it out of the truck into
Yep.
the house.
This time.
Yeah.
Because last time you just kind of touched the fabric.
Yes. Hey, and I really appreciate it. I couldn't have done it by myself.
I know.
And
Stop. I don't call myself a hero. Other people do. Okay.
yes, the sound bite does when you push the button.
Yeah. Yeah. It shows up.
But then we followed that up with a fun little excursion.
Yeah.
You and Nancy had told us about this food truck that we had to try that does the best fish and chips in the whole world. And they were at the Coles here in Independence yesterday, so we went and met you guys and had a really nice little fish and chips picnic in the parking lot.
But did you bring a chair and water and stuff?
See, here's the thing. I was so unprepared. I'd never done this. I had no chair. I had no water. So guess
what
what?
happened?
Guess what, Boogie?
I don't know. Paul had a chair and water for you.
Oh my God! We didn't even talk about this before the show, folks. But it's absolutely true. We show up, and I'm like, oh, I think that's Paul's car over there. And Jane goes, oh God, did you bring chairs? I'm like, no, I didn't bring chairs. She's like, well, somebody's prepared over there. I'm like, that's Paul and Nancy. Oh my gosh. And they had chairs set up. We each had our own little water bottle. It was really nice.
Okay, so Nancy brought chairs and water for you.
No.
You know what? It was Paul and Nancy were there, and there were chairs and water there. That's what I know.
Okay.
And
What was I able to? Did I bring any napkins? No.
hey, but
Sorry
Jane
about that.
Jane had some napkins, and
I
you
had
had
to
a
get back
couple
up to
too.
the hero zone.
Yes, yeah, come on. But then when we realized there were no napkins, Jane went to our car. She got up out of her chair and got napkins.
Holy mother forking shirt balls.
I don't know. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it happened. And the I think it's called the Off the Hook food truck. Ooh, that's good fish.
Really
On
good?
the hook.
Really, on the hook.
Yeah.
On the hook. Okay.
So do they mostly just hang out in Independence, or?
Now they go everywhere in the country, and Nancy started following them on Facebook, so we know when it's there. So,
Really?
yeah.
Wow, some on
Good.
the hook.
Yeah.
And you played some frisbee golf.
Oh yeah, and then last night I was in a glow disc golf tournament.
Did you win or lose or?
I did the second one of those,
Okay.
but really had a good time. It was a beautiful night to be walking through the woods, throwing plastic at trees that you can't see, but it really was a lot of fun. So
Now, thank you, Chris.
Well,
now
thank
up to date.
you.
Now the texter's with us, but he has to leave early because he's going to I guess the Kelsey's box to hang out with Taylor Swift
yeah.
at the thing. He also has an introduction. Do you mind if he goes before?
Oh,
us?
absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. Just get him in there.
Because where is he? Texter, come in, Texter.
He
so
doesn't care.
okay, well, let's introduce the Texter.
Oh, there he
another
is.
person that is a big fan of the Texter.
This is Tim Heidecker Brace yourselves for the extraordinary presence of now introducing the Texter. Renowned for lighting up the stage as an iconic performer at Comedy Sports Improv, this individual's chicken frying prowess is second to none. Besides being a comedic genius, the Texter is also a skilled videographer, weaving magic through the lens with every shot.
That's a Texter video.
When not capturing moments, you might find this enigmatic persona as an electrifying preacher for a local book club, effortlessly captivating audiences with his eloquence and insight. While deeply invested in various passions, the Texter's heart beats for Nagulmet, reflecting his unwavering enthusiasm for the beautiful game. As a proud father of a comedian, an engineer, a banker, and a soccer player, he epitomizes the essence of paternal pride, nurturing diverse talents with love and support. Despite harboring an unusual prejudice against Italians, the Texter remains an intriguing enigma, ever a voiceless and unknown contributor to the program, leaving a trail of curiosity in his wake. And to add to his mystique, the Texter is the proud holder of a full, luscious head of hair, a feature that only adds to his enigmatic charm.
This guy.
Don't be fooled by his reluctance to appear on camera. This captivating persona is just too handsome to be confined to any screen.
It's true.
Lastly, he serves as the past week, next week's listener's advocate, consistently championing the audience's voice and ensuring their opinions are heard. Ladies and gentlemen, and now, introducing the Texter.
Yay.
Hey!
Now he says, good morning, gents. The listeners want to know if you enjoy the beautiful fall colors and weather. Absolutely.
I do.
Yesterday was wonderful. So nice. You picked it because it has a good beat. It does have a good beat,
Yeah.
the song. Perhaps the Republicans could follow the commands of other cult leader. Wait a minute. Here I need to be here, don't I? Sorry. He couldn't see us that well. The other cult leader, Jim Jones, to drink Kool-Aid. They have drank the Kool-Aid, haven't they?
Yeah, it sure seems like it.
You know, we can be happy.
Metaphorically.
We can be happy that Jim Jordan didn't become speaker, but guess what?
What?
Most Republicans voted for him. He was the number one liar about the 2020 election on Fox News. I had a longtime listener contact me in regards to Ranger Billy's salad dressing. They reached out to get the recipe. The ad said it's a secret, but the powerful and influential listener would like to know the secret recipe. And clearly, with those combinations, it's dog poop.
Ranger Billy.
One thing I know is remedial English.
Well,
Did you know swallow some gum prior to insertion of the camera? Oh, did you swallow any gum?
I did not. No, that's a fun story. I don't know if everybody knows. The Texter swallowed gum prior to his colonoscopy,
Oh,
and he has a
That's right.
picture of gum in his colon.
And he so graciously sent it to all of us.
He did, yeah. It's
was
as
very nice.
appetizing as you'd think.
yeah.
Yep.
We should. Can you get me that picture? Because we can put that up as his picture when he's texting.
Nice.
Because that's where all his comments come from. Out of his ass. Okay. I've sat in that recliner and Jane is right. It sucks. It was Loaves and Fish's miracle. He's talking about.
Yeah, what was that?
He's talking about your fish that you had.
Oh, yeah.
I saw on the face page that our favorite soccer player, TJ Liberer, had his last game.
Oh, wow.
And
Well, that's
T-
bittersweet.
TJ Liberer clearly is a he'll be one of the most distinguished alumni of Baker University, joining a very proud group of people.
Very select group.
But TJ, to me, tell me if I'm wrong about this, Texter, he looks more like his mom than the other kids. And that's, I mean, because he has, for sure. Okay.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. And so he's a handsome kid. Other kids are very handsome, but they still kind of look like the Texter.
Yeah, they've got that
Texterness.
little whiff of texture to them.
Yeah. So anyway, I bet that was I bet you were very, very proud of TJ Liberer. Can I find it quick enough, you guys think?
How many times have you said that sentence?
TJ Liberer
Did it.
He scored last season against the Eagles. He does it again
Okay, so that's what's going on with the texter. We're looking forward to hearing about his Chiefs game.
Should have a fun time. Yeah, maybe he'll text in during the game. Maybe, hey, you could text in updates so we know what's
that
happening.
would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so I keep hearing on social media that Taylor Swift will be there, but no one really knows that, do they?
I don't know. The rumors and everything swirling around it is crazy. I love it.
It'll be nice when it's just. Hopefully, they get a relationship where they're just like, yeah, she's there.
So I was thinking about this on the way. Why was I thinking about this on the way over?
Because you were going the wrong way.
Because I was going the wrong way. I'm assuming her tour is over. Like, there's no way she's spending this much time.
There's a break, and then she's going down to South America next, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Okay, not that I'm a Swiftie or I
And then
I would imagine that she is sincerely having fun, like just hanging out with
a fun guy.
normal people
Yeah.
in the box. And I
Yeah.
say normal, I mean, you probably got money if you're in those boxes with Taylor Swift. But they're not pop stars. They're not, necessarily in the entertainment industry. And she's just hanging out and really having fun.
For her, it's like us going to a kind of a sleazy dive bar and feeling like we're
Like we're normal and just part of the...
Yeah.
Like we're the average Joe.
Yeah. Or Ugly Joe.
We're ugly
So,
Joe.
so the big thing this week was that they said she bought a house over in, it's kind of in your neck of the woods, kind of near you, a couple miles away, right?
Yeah, a couple miles away.
Yeah, because you live in the fancy area. But then comes out that Travis bought.
Yeah,
It's like, of course, she's not going to buy a house here.
right.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Just everyone calm down. Okay.
Well, and then it turned into, well, she paid for it. I was like, no,
No, he didn't. He's got money.
The dude's got money. What is wrong with you?
He might not have Taylor Swift money, but
Yes.
I bet he has more money than all four of us that are members of this show.
What?
I don't know about that.
All right.
He bought a big, nice house for $6 million, which is a fraction of what he makes a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be like me buying a house for like, I don't know, what do I make? $20,000 a year
Yeah.
with bonus.
I don't know why
And I'm overpaid. The texter's doing some.
he's like flexing,
Yeah.
which is cool. I like the enthusiasm and the confidence.
Is that his visual representation of him flexing on us because he's going to the Chiefs game?
That's
Yeah.
probably
And he's about to log off, so he's like,
he's all peacocking.
easy peacock.
Okay. Now it's time to go to Boogie. And I got someone who, it's weird how much this person admires Boogie, but also Boogie admires this person too.
Oh.
So it works out really good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Linda Carter. Get ready to be dazzled by the one and only Boogie Night. With a flair for the dramatic on and off the screen, this exceptional individual has made his mark as a versatile screen and voice actor. Not just limited to the screen, he's a skilled facilitator and presenter, effortlessly captivating audiences with his magnetic presence. Beyond his captivating performances, he takes immense pride in being the father of several rising football stars, nurturing their talents with unwavering support. As if that weren't enough excitement, he's now newly engaged to be married. Sorry, ladies, he's off the market. When he's not stealing hearts with his performances, you can find him honing his craft as an amateur carpenter, infusing creativity and skill into every project. Known to be the revered king of the underbridge, he brings light and laughter to even the most unexpected places. Truly a beacon of positivity. Don't be surprised to catch him indulging in his love for fruit chewing gum, as this passionate enthusiast finds joy in the simple things. And he's the epitome of cool, way cooler than the other guys on the program. Despite his larger-than-life persona, he remains the most outgoing introvert you could ever meet, effortlessly blending the best of both worlds. Get ready to be mesmerized by the star of past week, next week. Here's the enigmatic Boogie Night.
Get ready, motherfuckers. Get ready. Linda said it. Get ready, motherfuckers.
Yes, let the mesmerizing begin.
Now, let me ask you this. You had, that was Linda Carter.
That was Linda Carter.
You can't get up right now, right? I mean, it's like you cannot be asked to go to the chalkboard and write.
No. Love my dark-haired women, and Linda Carter is
Did she say that you're a passionate enthusiast about fruit chewing gum?
Yeah.
Yes,
about
it
fruit
is.
chewing
Okay,
gum.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's true, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Paul, those are so nice, man.
I know. I was so great that our listeners who admire us.
Wow,
Took the
Tim
time to-
Heidecker, Linda
took the time
Carter,
to
write those
and
up.
Phil Hendry.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So what's going on, Boogie?
Oh man, Linda really set me up. So work, it was kind of boring. I didn't. Okay, I'll just jump into it. So there's a topic that I was a little. I didn't know to bring it up or not, but Chris, one of your stories, I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and bring it up. And unfortunately, it's the theme of suicide.
Oh my gosh.
So this week, our school had JoJo School, Blue Valley Northwest, had a lockdown situation because there was reported of a weapon on the premises. Yada yada yada. Turns out that this young individual tried to take their own life
Oh my gosh.
on the school premises. And just going back to what you were saying, Chris, like I feel like mental health is such a touchy topic nowadays that just needs to be more light brought to it. And I think there's like mental health month or whatever. It's like, fuck that. Every day should be mental health day.
Yeah.
To take care of ourselves and pay attention and take care of your loved ones. This individual sounds like was being horribly bullied and felt that they had no outlet, I'm assuming. But so I just wanted to bring that up, not necessarily to talk about the situation, but to just again bring light to the overall topic.
So-
By the way, it's from the last thing I've heard, the individual is okay, meaning that
Good.
they survived the attempt, but still it
So,
happened.
so we're going to have an interview with Dr. Allison Snowden next week
Okay. Good.
because the story you just told, unfortunately, we've heard too many young people doing that, right?
Yeah.
But now we're hearing older people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Robin Williams? What? So, man, I want to know how to. I guess I want to ask the question how to see it in people and how to approach people and make sure you're checking in. But really, I want to make sure I'm seeing it myself
Yeah.
and have enough courage to, like, ooh, wow, I'm kind of getting a little out of control. Because it's a crazy world out there, folks.
Yeah, and the more we talk about it, even on our little podcast here, trying to raise awareness, the more we remove the stigma
Yes.
from it,
Yeah.
and
Right.
taking the shame out of it,
Well,
and just making it something.
But here's
you
the
deal
thing,
with.
okay? So, someone who's courageous that we know, let's just call her Jane,
Yeah.
goes through cancer treatments. We're all curious about it. We do a food train. We're all proud of her for seeking help and doing the tough stuff. Well, there's other people going through a disease of mental health, and they don't get the same. I'm going to put this on Facebook and let people know what
Right.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I understand that. It'd be hard to do that, but man, it's the same thing though. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And this
It
poor
is.
this poor guy that is friends with Rhonda. I mean,
Yeah.
poor fella.
I know.
And you read articles about the guy, and he was the best guy that Denver ever done.
Everybody loved him, and
Yeah.
he was the toast of the town. And
Yeah.
they've got their senator giving quotes about what a great
Yes.
guy he was in the newspaper. Like
Uh-huh.
he had all the markers of success.
Yeah.
And just
And I met him one time, and he was nice.
super nice
So
guy.
there you go.
He was very nice to my kids, and anybody that's nice to my kids, I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm glad you brought that up, Boogie.
Yep.
What else is going on?
Yeah, work was just kind of boring this week. Last night we went to a party of one of Ov's really good friends, their 50th party. So shout out to Tanya for turning 50.
All right.
Happy birthday.
She can kick.
So we went to Tanner's in is it Mission? I guess it's considered Mission.
Oh.
And anyway, like I knew that I wouldn't know anybody there other than the birthday party. So my anxiety was through the roof. And I think so during my wonderful introduction from the Linda Carter, she mentioned something about
It's Lynda too, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Linda Carter. She mentioned something about me being an introvert, and I truly think I've crossed over from being an introvert to a functioning recluse. I was so anxious and nervous to go to this thing. But we went, and I ended up having a good time. And it's funny, I'm sitting there because I just ordered water, and that was crazy to begin with.
Yeah.
I ordered water, and then
No, wait. What made you order water? Because wouldn't the natural thing be, I'm kind of nervous. Let me give myself a little bit to calm me down.
So, has been talking to me, and she's like, hey, when your anxiety starts to take off like that, let's try to think of other things to do other than your go-to. So I was attempting to do that. And
Well, just I don't want to interrupt you,
Yeah,
but
no.
just to keep my lifestyle going, I disagree with that. Okay, just to justify my life. Okay.
So, yeah. And so, as I'm sitting there drinking my water, anxiously interacting with people that I could give two shits about, and I'm sure they could give two shits about me, the waitress comes back over with this huge cup of water, and she's like, here's an order from Whitney Davis, and I'm like, yeah, no, I already got my water. And she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. So she walks off, and then she comes back again looking all confused, and she says, Whitney Davis? I'm like, I'm not Whitney Davis. That's Whitney Davis. So she goes over, and then she comes back, and she brings this huge cup of water back.
Whitney sent it to you.
My boo knows me.
Yeah.
It was not a huge cup of water. It was a massive fucking cup of Tito's and tonic. So I made the effort, but she could see that I was struggling. So so she took care of me. So that was awesome. So
Man,
turned out to
that
be a
is
good night.
that's a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a good one. You ought to try and hang on to her.
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, segue into my next piece.
Oh yeah, because this is the wedding planning part of it.
How did you know? So we started looking for venue stuff.
Oh, okay.
And having because again it was a surprise to her. Like we hadn't talked about it and all that. And so, thank you, Paul. Keep that going for me, please. So anyway, we still haven't nailed down a date. We still haven't nailed down a venue. So we're
Okay,
going to
so
start.
there's still a chance for her to change her mind.
Sure, Paul.
All right.
Sure. So so we're actually this week we're gonna. There's a damn it. I wish I would remember the name. There's a place out here in Independence that she's really interested in.
The Rhapsody?
You know, I just said I wish I would remember the name. Even if you said it, I wouldn't know what it was.
Okay.
So maybe she can text or Facebook it in. Anyway, so that's all starting. But during those conversations of where we're going, if it's going to be a destination, if it's going to be, here in town and traditional, we did talk about one huge thing that I'd like to talk about here.
Uh-oh.
So, Paul, if you
It's open. It's an open forum.
okay. So, Paul, if you can keep this music going.
Okay.
One thing that we talked about.
Whoa!
Oh, sorry, I was grooving a little bit. Go ahead.
So again, we are not sure if it's going to be destination, if it's going to be here, if whatever. We don't know the date yet. But one thing that we have nailed down is that, Chris, would you do us the honor of officiating?
Hey, Boogie, how is Whitney doing?
Thanks,
Does she know
Marshawn.
that Beast Mode has dimples?
Oh, sorry. That was a wrong Marshawn, please. Okay.
Get out of here, Marshawn. Chris, would you do us the honor of officiating our wedding?
I would so love to do that. I would be very honored to. Hell yes.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, man. Little boogie love. Yeah.
Thank you,
Man.
brother. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
thinking of me for that. Yeah.
Of course.
Wow.
Okay,
wow.
no, wait a minute. Time out.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. What's your record like on this?
Oh,
I
boy.
met your friend the
Yeah.
other night that you did for her, and she's divorced.
I know. Well, hey, let's be clear. About 60% of marriages end in divorce.
Okay,
Regardless if you officiate or
Yeah,
not.
whether I officiate or not.
but somehow it's 99 with you.
No, I think I think I'm probably at about 40%. I think I'm better than
So
the
you're
average.
beating the average
Yeah,
odds.
Yeah.
You're oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? When you can keep, I know a guy who's been married for, I don't know, how long has he been married? He's been married for over 20 years to someone way out of his league.
Yeah.
And you perform that message.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Attorney Phil Lavoda is shocked.
So I think if you keep that one going,
Yeah.
then that works.
That's
Nice.
my biggest success story
Yeah.
right there.
Because
Yep.
think of the reasons she would have.
Oh, yeah, so many.
Yeah.
So, man, okay, well, yeah, I'm excited as we get closer. We can talk about what you guys want, and man, yeah, that's great.
Okay, we both have our roles in the wedding.
Right.
I feel
Well, you're officiating.
yes.
I'm in charge of the bachelor party.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow. Oh.
Yeah.
And if you and you need to let me know the contact with your wildest sibling, because I want to interact with him or her,
Okay.
because they'll get crazy too. And we'll plan that together.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say we have our roles. Chris is going to be officiating, and my role is going to be when they say, if there's anyone here,
And my role will be to object.
look
to
at
your
these
union.
dimples.
That's Marshawn now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's exciting
Yeah.
because I don't know if you have a wedding and then like a reception.
We have no clue.
Okay. But it'd be nice because you could go and then have a little nap when Chris is speaking, and then
You know,
that's neat.
As you were talking in the lead up to it, I'm like, man, I wonder, you're saying you don't know what it's going to be. So I'm like, I wonder if it's going to be like just immediate family or will I get an invite? Like, will it be big enough that I'll get to go? And then I get to officiate it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And see, I'm not even worried about that because I know I'm invited to the bachelor party.
He's like,
which if
I
we
am the bachelor.
if we do it right, I will not be invited to the wedding.
Yes.
After that.
True.
That's how we'll gauge the success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, good choice.
Yeah.
The guy who married him. Oof.
That was Mr. Blocker.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Blocker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So,
Yep. Another bald-headed charlatan.
yeah.
Charlotte.
So that's exciting. That's exciting.
Cool. So that's my week.
Yeah. Very good.
Paul?
I'll tell you guys what's been going on with me, and I put you guys through.
Do you have an intro for yourself?
Yeah.
You know I do because it was funny because I put it out just for you guys. Mm-hmm. But then I got so many that came in for me.
Okay, good.
And to put you in the embarrassment, I might as well do mine, right?
Yes,
I'm Steve
please.
Martin, proud to introduce the legendary Paul Lavoda. As a silver medal stand-up comedian and a seasoned improv actor, Paul has honed his craft to perfection, leaving audiences in stitches wherever he goes. Beyond the stage, he seamlessly transitions into the role of a masterful facilitator, orator, and debater, commanding the room with his articulate charm and persuasive prowess. Known for his dynamic presence, he has also left an indelible mark as an experienced and dynamic radio personality, channeling his innovative spirit into the creation of KCTK Radio,
That is true.
an endeavor that has reshaped the landscape of broadcasting.
Wow.
Plus, he has clearly mastered AI technology. Not one to shy away from literary ventures, he has made his mark as a published novelist and screenwriter, weaving captivating narratives that leave an imprint on the reader's imagination. Paul is not just a prominent figure on the cultural scene. He is also a revered community advocate and a tireless champion for homeowners, consistently fighting for the rights and well-being of his fellow citizens. As a thought leader for liberal Democrats, he continues to be a guiding force, championing progressive ideals and advocating for meaningful change.
Thanks, Steve.
Having served as a distinguished state senator, Paul has cemented his legacy in the realm of politics, leaving an indelible impact on the fabric of his state's governance. In his personal life, he finds immense joy in being the doting father of 2 fearless and talented performers,
That is
and a
true.
beloved husband, serving as the pillar of support and love for his family. A passionate Beatlemaniac and Swiftie, his love for pop music knows no bounds. Let's not forget his cherished companions, Gilly and Blue, who consider him their best friend, highlighting his warmth and affection. Lastly, as the anchor of the past Week Next Week program, Paul's voice has become synonymous with insight, wit, and the unwavering dedication to keeping audiences informed and entertained. Go Chiefs and get ready to be inspired by the incomparable Paul Levota.
Wow.
I love the accent on his name, Paul Levota.
Accurate and earned. Paul.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
One thing I'm really excited about is that my wife got me a gift several months ago. And it's a shirt, and it was too small for me being fat. Then she returned it, and then they sent the wrong one. But they finally sent the right one that actually fits my fat self. It is from Good Shirt Thanks. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. An internet thing where you give them some prompts about the person, and they draw something about that person.
Oh.
So my wife prompted
see this.
something about
See it. That sounds
she prompted something about me, like 3 things about me, right? One is that I do a podcast. One is I like the Beatles, and the other one is that I love Gilly.
Three very good.
Podcast, Gilly, and
Oh, well, it really did take all 3.
wow.
Look at that. That's really cool.
That is super cool. Look at Gilly.
I think the guy's supposed to look like John Lennon.
Oh, he totally does.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks like John Lennon if he had was the guest star on an episode of Scooby-Doo. It's that type of animation.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That is so cool, Paul.
So it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's 3 prompts.
That's cool.
Get your friends and family.
A little fun
Good
free
shirt,
prompt
thank
shirt.
you. I think is what it's called.
Good shirt, thank you.
Good shirt, thank you. Hey, had a wonderful week.
Really like that.
I get to on what I do during the week is obviously prepare for this program, and then I get to go in the community and have some fun with. I learned a lot about independence this week.
Oh, really?
That was neat. A little more about the square. Did you know that it was Liberty Street that they all went down? They would have the wagon trains from on the square in Liberty all the way to the river.
No.
Because they get off in the river and
Wow.
they just go. And Liberty, right there at Liberty, is where they all started.
No, I did not know
Crazy.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, that was nice. And then had a great time with happy hour. Was able to have a nice little happy hour with my wife and then my friend Chris. And then his wife showed up.
Yes.
Met a new friend named Paige.
Yes.
Who knew something about me because she was one of the people who listened before our show was actually started that day. Do you remember that?
Yes.
So
yes.
So she knew that. It was nice to meet her.
Yes. Yeah.
I've met her before, but it's nice to interact with her a little bit. Then yesterday, of course, I told my wife, don't plan anything for Saturday because I got to get my backyard cleaned up. I just have to. I just must. And then then it was like, well, come help me move a chair. And I'm like, okay. But I actually got the backyard cleaned up. Because for months I've been thinking of excuses.
Well, thanks for fitting in the help with the chair.
Yeah. If you would have called any earlier, that backyard would not have been cleaned up. I would have been
thank God
walking around
yeah.
like I'm a hero helping you out or something.
Well, wait, you did.
And then the fish. And then had a lovely dinner at Salvatore's.
Love
restaurant.
the Salvatore's.
It's really good.
Their Diablo sauce.
Guess what I got?
good.
Guess what I got?
Sketty.
No.
Veal Vincenza.
The chicken.
Spadini.
Chicken spadini, of course.
Oh, love the
Yeah.
spadini. Yeah.
Can I make an assumption?
Yeah.
that Salvatore's is Italian cuisine.
Salvatore's is interesting because it's owned by, I think he goes by Sam Garozzo. He is a relative of the Garozzos. In fact, it's exactly like Garozzo.
Yeah, I mean the menu's the same, the atmosphere is the same.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
So it was just a lovely time. Lovely time this weekend.
That's nice.
And I did a couple things this week for the studio, trying to make your backdrops a little bit better.
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
I like it.
And I hope we got to work on Chris's lighting. You look a little washed out.
Yeah. One of our listeners said I look like a ghoul.
Mhm.
So, you know.
Yeah, you're a little washed out there. Boogie's looking good with the lights. I'm looking a little bit better.
Well lit. Yeah.
A little bit better, but we're just so everyone knows. Just so everyone knows, behind each one of us, we're on the air. But there's been a lot of news going on. Man, kind of depressing news. I just don't understand the depressing news that we have, folks, is that Congress is the Republican Congress is just so dysfunctional. We have a president who has done an amazing job with everything. Did a great speech the other night. What a leader! And we all think this is what I think is the consensus of the world. Yeah, he's doing a good job. Is he going to be doing a good job in 5 years?
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We have a former president being indicted and his main people flipping on him. But he's also up in the polls.
I know.
So with that, let's see what the news quiz gives us, and I don't understand this world, everybody. I need you to help me.
Whoa. Okay, let's do
you
this.
guys ready?
Yeah, maybe I'm on the wrong screen here.
Okay. This is a CNN news quiz. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. President Joe Biden made an extraordinary wartime visit this week to which country?
Israel.
That's right, Israel, yeah. President Biden visited Israel in a dramatic show of support for the country as it works to eliminate Hamas, the Islamic group that controls Gaza. Are you seeing? Last week we were a little disgusted with some of the lefties and how they just blanketly were against Israel and for terrorists.
Yeah.
Do you see more of that this week?
I didn't. I got tired of watching
Yeah.
and hearing it. And
Yeah.
So what happened?
No, just kind of what we talked about last week. I haven't seen more of it.
Oh, you haven't
but
seen
it's
more.
just-
Okay.
Except a couple members of Congress. Did you see them? Part of the
No.
squad.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
I did.
boy.
Yeah, Elon.
Yeah.
Yeah, very irresponsible.
So are they borderline just pro Hamas?
Yeah.
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 Really?
And luckily, they're a part of the Democratic Party that, I say I'm part of and embarrasses the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Although I haven't seen AOC do any of this stuff yet.
Yeah.
I feel like the far left is starting to get as bad as the far right.
I know, because they're on the TikTok listening to the fake stuff too. They're not.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Maybe just extremism is
Yes.
something to
Extremism
watch
in
out
general.
for.
Right,
Yeah.
extremism. So the extremism in Israel, where you have Netanyahu, who's been bad, everyone hates him, and then the extremism in the Arab world that produces Hamas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Extremism in the people that storm on January 6th. Extremism the really, really anti-Semitic Democratic Congress people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to be from Middle America. Okay, 1 for 1, guys. Where will next month's Republican presidential debate take place?
I think it's Miami in Benive, Ami.
Yeah, welcome to Miami, everybody. Now, I know that you guys both watched and fully watched and took notes and figured out who you liked, ranked. I think you're in a fantasy league for these guys.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Are you going to watch the third debate?
No.
Yeah.
No, I've had no interest.
Is Trump not participating again?
No.
And it's going to be carried by NBC, and a lot of people are upset because NBC's partnering with like Salem Broadcasting, which is a really right wing
really?
outfit, and another out just to get views. These news people don't care anymore. They're so they think that this they try to be balanced, or what am I trying to say? Both sides.
Yeah, it's the both sidism. Yeah,
which is just give me the facts, okay? If someone's lying, tell them they're lying. Okay, 2 for 2. This is easy this week. Oh my God, Chris will know this one. Which major pharmacy chain filed for bankruptcy this week?
The Drug Emporium. No, Rite Aid.
That's right, Rite Aid. Yeah.
You guys remember Drug Emporium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sing it.
Say, have you heard about the Drug Emporium? We've got savings so big, you'll need a shopping cart.
Oh. Yeah, I remember that song a lot. And then you go in there and it was like,
thanks.
And then you go in there and like, whatever.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just another Skaggs.
Yeah, right.
I was going to say, God.
Yeah, you remember Skaggs?
Yeah, I remember Skaggs.
Yeah. Yep.
So part of the reason that they are getting smoked by CVS and Walgreens, and somehow Rite Aid was wrapped up with the dope sick stuff. What's the name of what's it called again?
Yeah, well, we're finishing up Dope Sick now, but we watched Painkiller before that. They're both about the OxyContin crisis. Yeah.
And I also heard that it's a good buy. Go if someone wants to make money, buy Rite Aid right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any Rite Aids in our town?
I haven't seen one forever.
Now,
yeah.
Okay, where do you guys get your? We're old men. Where do you get your prescriptions at?
I go to the CVS.
I do as well.
Now I do too, and they've limited hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was told the other day, someone told me that they went to CVS and it was someone from Texas who had to be flown in to help because there's something going on with pharmacy workers.
Mm-hmm.
There's just not enough of them, or CVS is treating them bad and not paying them enough.
The CVS that I normally go to had a sign up about a month ago that they were hiring, and they're like, no, in the pharmaceutical area, no experience needed. And I'm like, I don't need me back there putting drugs together to give people. And I'm like,
that's dangerous for everybody.
They are really dangerous.
Oh.
And what's really frustrating is, I don't know if you guys are in the same boat. It's like, well, I don't like this service. I want, a little more convenience and, whatever. I think I'll change. Can't, because that's part of my healthcare program.
Yeah.
And so when Rite Aid falls and then you only have 2 choices to go to things, it becomes really frustrating because why would they need to give you service? You have to come here.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that is a little scary.
And quite frankly, 5-10 years ago, couldn't care less about it. Now, as old man, I need my medication.
You need your meds, buddy.
I don't know if I want to walk into CVS and see Chris back there.
No, you don't.
Delving out drugs.
If that happens, you turn right around and walk out.
Viagra. Who ordered the Viagra? Fuck.
Mr. Limpdick?
Mr. Limpdick, we got your Viagra.
Hey, everyone. He uses Viagra.
Hey, everybody, he's getting Viagra.
I'm saying it into the microphone over the speakers. God.
Pick up for Viagra for Mr. Chris Whiting. Chris Whiting, Viagra.
We don't need that.
No, that doesn't need
You don't
to
need
happen.
it, Chris. You don't need it. You
No.
don't need it at all. Okay. Question number 4. Which popular travel destination reported a widespread rise in bed bugs this fall? I've heard about this.
Oh. Is it Paris?
It is Paris.
Okay, I
yeah.
thought it was France somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I wanted to mention this, that I have neighbors who are on a Mediterranean cruise.
Ooh, they must be fancy people.
They are, and they...
they got a pool.
Yeah, and they got a pool, too.
See?
They do.
You called it.
And so they went to France, Spain, Italy, and then Greece.
Wow.
They say that Florence, Italy is the best place they've went to so far.
Mm-hmm.
And what was interesting is they're in Barcelona or Cannes, I don't remember which, and they run into Salvatore Perez.
I saw the pictures on Facebook. Yeah, I'm like, what?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Wow. That is super cool.
Was wondering if they traveled together, but it was just a
Yeah.
chance meeting.
Yeah. And Salvatore Perez, he can go. He can't in Kansas City. He probably in the country. He's recognized everywhere. But maybe in Spain, he's trying to, relax. And then you have these yahoos.
Yeah.
Sylvie! Sylvie!
Kansas City!
Let's go Royals! And he's like, oh, God.
Yeah.
I think I will retire. So anyway, I understand.
That's pretty cool.
I understand that he is a very nice person. Very
Oh.
nice man. Have you guys ever had the chance to meet him?
I've met him once. Yeah.
Nice interaction.
Yeah, super friendly guy.
Yeah.
Just unassuming and yeah.
I wonder. I hope he is a Neil Smith type, Lynn Dawson type. That's and George Brett type for that matter. That stays in our community.
around Kansas City.
Yeah.
Trent Green. Yeah.
Well, I just mentioned people who won stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Man,
Trent.
okay.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Trent's listening.
Yeah. Sorry, Trent. You didn't win shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Question 4 for 4.
Yeah, look at us.
Oh boy, here we go. I wonder if I'll know this one or not. Which pop singer released a concert film that set a record at the box office? Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran.
What's happening?
Oh boy.
The answer is Taylor Swift.
Hey.
Yeah. Have you guys seen this movie yet?
No.
I have not.
I know you went and saw it at the drive-in movie theater.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. She's such a good songwriter. So many different. Sorry, folks. She started as country. She has a country song. She has a R&B. She has a rap song. Basically, it's old hip hop. Just she can do it all.
I don't know much about her, but I will say, Jane, I think this coming Friday is going with a couple of friends to see the concert movie. So she's been listening to Taylor Swift in the car as we've been driving around. And the breadth of her repertoire is amazing. Yeah.
Cool.
And she's a Chiefs fan that will be, hanging out with the texter today.
It's pretty cool.
I don't think you can. I'm trying to think of who you can compare her to. And there's a lot of comparison with the Beatles and Beatlemania. But I think it's more Frank Sinatra.
Really?
And here's why. Because Frank Sinatra in himself is almost like a genre. I mean, so you go into Salvatore's Italian restaurant and you're going to be listening to old, what would you call it? Pop music of the 40s and 50s. But it's always Frank Sinatra.
Oh, Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
Just the dominance of that form of music, So anyway.
Yeah, he was the crooner, I guess.
Yeah. So that's looks like we have a call.
What?
You're on Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie and introducing the texter. How are you, sir? Hello? Can you hear us?
Bob Bakian.
Can you hear us? Come in, Bob Bakian.
Hello.
Okay, let's do the audio settings here real quick. Oh,
man.
The one caller we ever got.
Yeah, we finally got a caller.
Jeez.
Really thought we were going places.
Well.
Are you guys pretty upset by it, or?
Well, yeah, and especially I saw who the caller was, so I know it was going to be very witty and insightful.
Maybe this text has something to do with that.
Oh, okay. Is this person texting in as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
What do they want to talk about?
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. He's a superstar in his own right.
Oh boy, here we go.
Welcome to Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie, introducing the texter. How are you, sir?
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Now, who's this?
This is Jack all up in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, Bat?
You guys, I wanted to call and let you guys know I'm giving you a hot new sports update. Are you ready?
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Oh.
He has his own theme song.
Oh, cool.
He's going to jack it.
KCTK Radio.
What's going on, Jack? So you have a hot
All right.
sports tip for us, huh?
Everybody hold on to your seats.
Okay.
So yesterday was the homecoming for the University of Central Missouri.
Okay.
Oh, mule ball.
Yeah.
And they had a football game yesterday.
Okay.
And let me just tell you guys what. I'm pulling up the stats for you. We're gonna get accurate here for you.
Whoa.
Yep. So Emporia State came to town yesterday, Warrensburg, and they got their asses beat 77-27 by the Mules football.
Whoa.
Wow.
We're
the quarterback for the UCM Mules is some transfer from, his name is Zach Zerbowski from Southern Illinois.
Okay.
And he transferred in this year. He's a junior, and he is number one in every single football statistic for a quarterback in D2 for our MIAA league. So
wow.
UCM has only lost one game, and they're probably going to go to the playoffs.
Nice.
And it's actually going to be really cool.
Have they played the Bearcats yet?
I think we already did. I will tell you that
Because that's always the toughest opponent
the
for 'em.
Bearcats are having a down year this
Good.
year. This would be the year for somebody else to step up in the MIAA. You know what? I'm on the Mule bandwagon. Go Mules.
I'm on the Mule bandwagon too, guys.
Well, sure. You're one of the distinguished alumni of that school.
Let me tell you. We'll tell you what games has happened so far. If I
Okay.
can find
I'm happy it beat Emporia. I know someone who attended there for a bit, and F him.
Oh, do you now?
And F him.
Yeah.
You know, and then I know someone who attended Northwest and F him too.
Yeah. Wow. Hurts a little bit, but deserved.
Yeah, and I would never have either one of them do my wedding. I just want to say that.
Okay. Got it.
You probably figured it out now,
I
Boogie.
did. It just.
So what do you think, Jack? Who happens to be all up in your face?
Oh, I can't find what games we played in the past. So I'm sorry. I can't tell. I can't tell what's up in the, I guess I'm not very good at this game. Oh, I do right here. Okay, so we played Northwestern. We beat them 41-38. That was back in September.
Wow.
Yeah. Spanked the Bearcats.
Yeah, we've lost one game to Pitt State in Kansas, and we lost by 1 point, 37-38.
The Gorillas are usually good too, aren't they?
We've gotten at least 35 points in every single football game.
Man. Well, that's
pretty
fun,
wild.
man. That's kind of cool. You can follow your college team, and they're doing well.
Yeah.
How
It
did
was super. I didn't go to the game yesterday. I was in Warrensburg, and I still didn't go to it. I was watching other football games. Because nobody knew that obviously what the result would happened. But
were you at
I would have gone.
were you at the
Great.
famed bunker?
Do what?
Were you at the bunker?
Yes, I was.
Nice.
So
it was a fun time,
But
huh?
yeah, guys, there's your sports update. And I'm glad to be calling into the show.
Yeah,
Are you guys all doing? Is it you guys doing okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, doing good.
And you're doing good. You go to Nebraska a lot. How's Nebraska's team doing?
Oh, they're just a train wreck.
Okay.
They did win yesterday, which was pretty cool. But that's pretty much all. It's all bad. That's
Okay.
just, I can't get any more into it,
All right.
unfortunately.
Well, thanks for the update. I'm trying to find on my soundboard where we had the Jack Sports Report, but I can't find it. Do you remember that, Jack?
I do remember that.
Because all he did was talk about the the St. Louis Blues. That was it. It was the only thing he talked about.
They won the championship. Did you guys know that they won the Stanley Cup back in 2018? Not sure if you guys figured that out yet.
Yeah, and for newer fans of our show, or folks newer to KCTK Radio, Jack All Up in Your Face is a prominent member of the Hall of Fame here at KCTK.
Whoa, I didn't know I was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, your jersey's on the wall, man. Nobody else can wear your number.
I love that.
But he was on one of the original shows on this station, right?
Yeah, and it's amazing that he moved on to bigger and better things. You know?
Yeah.
So,
but it's fun to follow his success, knowing it all started here, and none of his success would be possible if it wasn't for KCTK.
Yeah.
That's exactly right, guys.
All right. Well, thank you, Jack, for calling.
Of course.
Love
I
you,
hope
Jack.
you guys have an absolutely fantastic day.
Okay.
And go Chiefs and enjoy the rest of the show.
All right. Go
Hey,
Chiefs.
thanks, Jack.
See, you guys can give us a call, too, and tell us something we had no idea about at 913-735-0060. But you can't do it right now because we're taking a break.
Woohoo!
And we'll be back with more Past Week next week with Chris and Paul. Starring Boogie and introducing the texter.
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
We've been told that perfect mornings exist for the lucky few. That morning people own the waking hours. But the truth is, mornings belong to all of us. Your mornings are what you make of them. All it takes is saying yes. Starbucks Morning Yes.
Look for Starbucks coffee in a grocery store near you, then sit back and enjoy the exceptional taste of Starbucks at home.
Hi, this is Chickless Goose from Counterclockwise KC. Listen to our program each and every Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio. Personality-driven radio.
Hi, guys. It's your old friend Paul from KCTK Radio, reminding you again to download the KCTK Radio app. You're listening and you're going, I don't need the app, but you do need the app. Here's why. It's free, okay? You already got Candy Crush, all kinds of jackleg apps on your phone.
It's free.
Yeah, just get it for free. And then if you ever want to participate live sometime, you can put the notification on there. Also, you always can get the podcast on there as soon as they come out. So it's a fun thing to do. I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you, please. You're going to have fun. I've noticed something about you. You need to relax a little bit. You know, you need to kind of chill out.
Get away from TikTok.
Yeah, get away from TikTok for a little bit and listen to the KCTK Radio app. It's free. It will get into your brain and it will never leave you. So join us on the KCTK Radio app and have fun for once in your life. Do it the KCTK podcast way.
I'm excited to tell you about Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing. Blue cheese dressing with a little kick. Bronco Blue is an artisan-made salad dressing dip created in small batches. It is like no other salad dressing you've ever had, and it's made right here in Kansas City. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing is made by our favorite chef here in Kansas City, Stephanie Broncato. And Stephanie's been making this dressing since she was 10 years old. This is her secret recipe, and one of the only ones she won't share with you because it's that good. Bronco Blue is a small batch, artisan-made blue cheese dressing with only the finest ingredients, with no preservatives. It is like no other blue cheese dressing you've ever had. And you, folks, should try a jar today. You won't regret it. And you can get it by the pint or half pint, your choice. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, the official dressing of KCTK Radio. Now, I want you to go right now to www.broncobluecheesedressing.com. Again, it's www.broncobluecheesedressing.com to place your order today. Get Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing. Blue cheese dressing with a little kick. And tell them that Bo, the official Bronco of Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, sent you.
May I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most important meal of the day?
They say it's breakfast.
You've heard that before, right?
I have, yeah.
What would you say, Boogie?
I would say, yeah, I've heard this breakfast, and for me personally, I enjoy breakfast the
Okay.
most.
That's why Big Breakfast has sent fake news to you guys, and you guys have been completely whitewashed.
What?
What?
It actually
gaslit?
Yes, it's actually lunch.
Oh, okay.
Monday through Thursday lunch.
Yeah.
Because
Those
a lot of
specific days.
Yes, because a lot of times you're working, and you need something good and hearty and delicious to break up your day. When I say good, hearty, and delicious, there's only one name that comes to mind for you guys.
Yeah.
And for the listener, that's Lakewood Local. And so I want you guys to check out the most important meal of the day, lunch at Lakewood Local. Because every day they have a special lunch menu.
Really?
It's only $9.99.
That's a good price.
Okay? Listen to this lineup.
Okay.
Monday, a pub burger and fries for only $9.99.
Oh, wow.
I had a pub burger the other night and it was delicious.
Yeah, they got good burgers.
Okay? Tuesday, check this out. Beef or chicken tacos with chips and salsa for $9.99.
Wow. And I can choose my own meat.
Your choice. Wednesday, Chris, we'll see Chris there Wednesday. Wings and fries.
You a wing man?
Oh, I love a chicken wing. Yes, I do.
You
Yes,
love
I do.
You had them just the other
I
the
did.
other night.
Yeah, they're Nashville hot wings. If you go there, pro tip, get the Nashville hot chicken
Nashville
wings.
hot.
Ooh.
And then finally,
Yeah.
screw you, Betty's Luncheonette. Try the tenderloin and fries on Thursday for only $9.99.
Yeah.
You got to have a purchase of a beverage. That's required.
Well, yeah, I mean, that kind of goes without saying.
So go to Lakewood Local, save some money, have some delicious food, and tell them Charlie and Hank sent you. Well,
There's a lot of dramatic pause
It
there.
was.
Yeah.
was kind of a tip of the hat to them.
Oh, okay. To Charlie and Hank. Are they the official dogs of Lakewood?
That's right. The official dogs
Okay.
of the Lakewood Local.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to Past Week, Next Week. With Chris and Paul, starring Bookie and Meredith Texter.
I love that it's so long and you have to say it every time.
Yeah.
And the Texter's gone, by the way.
Okay, he's off to cheer on the Chiefs and say hello to Taylor
I'm
Swift.
sure he's tailgating with Taylor Swift
He
right now.
probably is.
So that
Getting drunk with her.
Getting drunk, add to his list of celebrities that he's gotten intoxicated with.
Which brings us right to showbiz news, and my guess is I'm thinking either Taylor Swift or the Texter will be included in this.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's got to be one of them at
Yes,
least.
at least.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll kick it off. We'll see. Rolling Stones performed star-studded surprise set at album release party. The Rolling Stones performed at a New York City club to celebrate the release of their new album, Hackney Diamonds. The band hit Racket NYC to perform their first album of new material in 18 years. Questlove played DJ as Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, and Ronnie Wood took the stage. They performed 7 songs from the new album along with some classic hits. Jagger told the crowd the band would play some old and we're going to play some new.
Are you guys into the Rolling Stones at all?
I am not. I have great respect for their music catalog and the length of time they've been performers. And Jane was listening to this yesterday, I think, in the car, the new album.
Oh, our show? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like the sound of it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I haven't heard new rock music in a long time.
Yeah.
And it's just good, clean rock
I
and
always
roll.
tell myself I'm going to get into there and start listening to their albums more, but I never do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel I put them in a category like I'm not a fan. I like them.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I won't go out and But there's a lot of bands from that era that, and it maybe it's a generational thing, but like Bob Dylan, Stones. I hate to say it, even Jimi Hendrix, who was a huge influence on one of my favorite artists.
But you should know them, right?
I know I should know them.
Yeah.
And when I hear their stuff, I like it, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider myself a fanatic
Yeah.
with the true meaning of the word fan.
I should dive into them more, I think.
Yeah.
Especially the guy that loves the Beatles so
Yeah,
much.
as much as you love the Beatles, that would be interesting.
And I was wondering why Mick Jagger showed up on SNL last night. I'm like,
he did?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And I'm like, there's got to be something. And it was just the weirdest little bit part.
Yeah.
And then he's just gone. And I'm like, he's got to be promoting something, or there's a reason.
They say
So
Laura
that makes
Michaels.
sense.
Laura Michaels friends with all these.
I'm
with Paul McCartney and Paul Simon and Mick Jagger and.
Dang.
I think I saw a clip of Bill Hader doing an imitation of Lorne Michael, the way he would just name drop somebody. Me and so-and-so, me and Mick were at the eating lunch the other day. He's like, stop it.
When he does it, does he sound like Dr. Evil?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Because I'm sure everybody knows, but Dr. Evil is modeled off of Lorne Michaels.
Yeah, and I think that same clip, it's Conan O'Brien interviewing Bill Hader, and they say everyone has their own Lorne Michael imitation.
That's hilarious.
Now, Lorne Michael, they always speculate, will retire and someone will take over.
I've heard that for 20 years.
Yeah. The speculation was Seth Meyer, Tina Fey, but here's I want to throw this one out. Kenan Thompson.
Well, I
why
was gonna
else
say-
is Kenan Thompson staying around for so long?
I was going to say that was the latest rumor that I actually heard.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, he is the longest tenured person, right?
longest,
Yeah. That'd be cool.
that'd be awesome. Okay, back to me, Chris.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Well, here we go. Taylor Swift has given theaters a sugar rush. What
You
they
called
need is a steady drip of hits. If you think about 2023 shaping up to be the year the blonde women bailed out of the movie industry, with Taylor Swift's concert film, Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, providing a shot of adrenaline to the fall after Barbie helped offset several high-profit flops during the summer. While theater owners have every right to be thrilled seeing people fill seats or even dancing in front of them, the highs associated with these standouts don't provide enough of the boost to replace what they really need, namely a steady drip of hits. So, while This Is Far Harvest is surely welcome, it is so often true a swift solution, get it, isn't likely to be an enduring one. Well, here's some solutions for you folks, okay?
Yeah.
Number one, settle up with the actors so they can make stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Aren't they still on strike?
Yeah, they said it was solved, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Number two.
Yeah, you said
We
number two.
love comic book movies, okay? But we don't love every movie being a comic book movie.
Yeah, it's gone a bit far. It really has, and we're comic book guys.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
just too much. Also, this is my last suggestion. I want to hear what you guys think. There's a genre that you need to look about called comedies. Comedies that you make for the movie theater, which you don't anymore.
Yeah.
I know if you're worried about being canceled because clearly, Blazing Saddles, Animal House never could be made now.
No.
But there's certainly some comedians out there that you could.
That is interesting. I feel like any new comedy movie it goes straight to streaming. They're not at the theaters.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you got the streaming, you got a lot of, Adam Sandler now does his stuff on Netflix. You're going to have to start paying Adam Sandler and these people more money to keep in the theaters. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
rough.
What's your guys' suggestion to fix movie theaters?
Oh, I didn't come prepared to fix movie theaters today.
Do you guys like that you pick your seat now?
You know what it's done for me? It's made me see less movies.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
And you're a moviegoer.
I used to be a moviegoer, but now we look ahead. You guys know I love my wife dearly.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
She has a disease. I can't remember the name of it, but
Websinol?
That's it. No, I don't know. Sounds impact her way more than other people. She gets really irritated. So if we're in a movie and there's a lot of people and there's a lot of like candy, cellophane, or popcorn crunching, it irritates her so much she can't enjoy the movie. So before we would go and just hope that the theater wouldn't be too full. Now if we look ahead, like, yeah, that's too full. We're not going to see that. Not going to see it.
Sensation.
Is that
or something like that? I
don't know what it's called.
yeah.
But it's a real condition. It's
Yeah.
a real thing.
Yeah.
So noises just like are like a nail file in her brain.
And Boogie, you're a moviegoer, but you go by yourself.
I do often go by myself. I just, that's the introvertedness. But I don't mind the pre-selected seat. I'm not sure if it really has an impact on me because I do love the movie experience so much. I would often or usually get there well ahead of time anyway.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. I guess it's just convenient to know if you happen to be running late, know that your seat's secure
Yeah.
or whatever. But
It's not really price anymore either. Movies don't cost that much to go to.
I mean, depending on which style of theater
That's
you go
it.
to,
Yeah,
it
if you're
can-
going to an IMAX, it's
it can
going to be
jump up there.
Yeah, $20 a ticket or something.
Okay.
And now you're paying for the premium seats. Like if you want to
Yes.
sit in the middle, you're going to have to pay more.
You pay extra for like middle.
Yeah. So you cut the prices, you get more people in, folks. Okay.
I think another huge. Well, you already said this though. In addition to things going straight to streaming, I feel like things, even when they're launched at the theater, they still get to streaming a lot faster than they used to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's like if it's a movie that's like I'd like to see that, but it's not like an absolute like I got to be there opening night. Then it's like it'll be on streaming in 30,
I don't know how
45 days.
I don't know how you solved that one because that's me. That's everything. Barbie. I haven't seen it. I want to see it. I'll wait till it's streaming. Though.
Yeah, it'll give it another week,
Yeah.
2 weeks from now.
And then I saw it pop up on HBO to the Max.
Yeah.
And then you click it, and then you got buy it at this time. Well, I'll just wait till I can rent it, or just stream it for free.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
to you, Chris.
Oh, hey, thanks, Paul.
We just solved the movie industry again.
Man, look at us. Britney Spears recalls feeling like a child robot under conservatorship in new memoir. In an exclusive interview with People magazine to promote her forthcoming memoir, The Woman in Me, Spears talked about feeling ready to open up about her life story. Over the past 15 years, or even at the start of my career, I sat back while people spoke about me and told my story for me, she told the publication. After getting out of my conservatorship, I was finally free to tell my story without consequences from the people in charge of my life. Spears' 13-year conservatorship ended in November 2021, giving her back power over her financial and medical decisions. There you
Now,
go.
what was the name of the book again?
The Woman in Me.
I thought I saw that at the Old Chelsea many years ago.
Oh.
So her fourth memoir, like
forthcoming. Right?
Yeah, forthcoming. Not her fourth one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, I mean, doesn't that kind of dilute
Yeah.
your fourth one? Tell my life story again.
Yeah.
For the fourth time.
Oh, here we go.
I'm
Oh,
with you. I
God.
was like, oh, geez.
What were you guys going to read this book? Not really literary fans, are you?
I'll probably wait for the movie adaptation until after it's been in the theater and then it's streaming at home.
But
You beat me to it.
But you have a master's. Don't you have a master's in English?
I do.
In literature, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't this right up your alley?
Well, yeah, great literature is my passion for sure. So, yeah, I probably will be.
I thought it was called Bad Things About Justin Timberlake. I thought that was the name of it.
I think there is a little bit of that in there. Yeah. She was dishing on it.
Yeah. Did you hear that story?
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Telling her story for the fourth time.
Yeah. Okay, now
tell it sticks.
I mean, back to me, Chris. Here's a couple that we care about.
Mhm.
We love all their attention that they get. Will Smith showers
Sure do.
Jada Pinkett Smith with their brutal romance with praise. Separate or not, they seem to remain a great deal of love between Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Smith reportedly showed up in Pinkett Smith's hometown of Baltimore on Wednesday night for a promotional event for her new memoir, Worthy. I just really wanted to come out and just be here to hold it down for you the way you have held it down for me, Smith said. We have a very, very long and
tumultuous.
Thanks. We call it brutal. Pinkett Smith recently revealed during an interview that she and her husband have been living completely separate lives since 2016. Did she show up on SNL?
Pinkett Smith?
Yeah.
No, not that I know.
Was there an imitation of her? On Update?
I don't know.
Okay.
We didn't watch the whole thing, by the way.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we got to finish it today. Probably should have been.
I saw a thing yesterday. I didn't dive into it, but it was a headline that Meryl Streep and her husband are still married but have been living completely separate lives for the last 5 years. Maybe this is the new hot Hollywood thing.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand. I saw that clip that the article was talking about where Will's up there and they're both on stage and he's like hugged up on her and she's emotional and he makes a line something like, imagine loving someone truly unconditionally. And I'm like, okay, that's deep. I guess it's cool. I couldn't do it.
No. No.
Yeah.
Right? And Of and I were sitting there laughing and she was like, I'll be damned if I'm going to keep loving you after you've had entanglements with someone else. Oh, like what? Yeah. So I don't.
And the entanglements are bad, right?
Yeah, but
the public explaining that the entanglements are bad.
Well, and
the humiliation at the concert or at the Oscars, and then just this humiliation of we're separate and her nonstop talking about Tupac.
I'm like, the people didn't know that you were separated, which I don't know if that makes it any worse or not. But it's like during the time you're constantly talking about the true love of your life, who's not the person that you're with,
right?
Well, or separated from,
it. Yeah,
it's like he just can't get enough humiliation.
Yeah,
like maybe it's a fetish thing for him or something. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. Well, there you are, all up to date on everything important in showbiz.
Showbiz, yeah. We don't have a special feature this week because I usually plan them, and then these guys don't really do anything with it anyway.
It's true.
So I guess I'll just kind of warn the listeners that we're going to do some interviews.
Yeah.
So we're going to do an interview with Dr. Snowden about mental health next time. And then we're going to have another interview with Mr. Direct. Mr. Direct is a comedian out of Minneapolis.
Oh.
And he does a Sunday morning show where he talks about all kinds of different things with his friends.
Interesting. Seems like a weird concept.
Yeah.
On a Sunday morning?
That's crazy.
Stupid.
So we're trying to see not only if we can interview him, which we can, he said we could, but also maybe we can do like a
co.
Yeah, he's
like a crossover
like
episode.
a crossover.
Yeah, I think we can easily do it with Zoom. We just
Okay.
he could be recording us, and we could be.
It's like the old Marvel team up.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
Will we be the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
From our perspective, we would be the thing. From his perspective, he would be the thing.
Yeah.
Or it could be the old Marvel 2-in-1, and we could be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, DC had they had the world's finest, which was always Superman and Batman teaming up.
Oh, that's fun.
Which was always awesome. Then they had Brave and the Bold, which was Batman teaming up with another person.
I thought that was a soap opera.
No.
Okay.
And then they had
I think it was as well.
DC Presents, which was Superman teaming up with.
Oh, okay.
That was my favorite, obviously.
Well, sure. You're a Superman guy.
Yeah. Did you read any of those?
I did some of the world's finest, and I don't know why I couldn't get into the Brave and the Bold.
Really?
Being a Batman dude, I
Yeah.
don't know. I think I just like my Batman by himself.
Yeah.
He's the Dark Knight.
Yeah. He's a dark boogie knight.
He's the Dark Boogie Knight.
Okay, so let's just let's get you ready for next week.
Oh, yeah.
The way we do that is through headlines and predictions. We read stories and then we add a little funniness in there because, everything shouldn't be so serious, folks.
Yeah. You said at the top of the show, Paul, that the news was depressing this week.
Mm-hmm.
So let's turn it around a little bit. Let's bring a little levity to this stuff.
Let's do it.
All right. President Biden said in an Oval Office address that Americans must stand by Israel and Ukraine to ensure the United States continues to serve as a beacon to the world. History has taught us that when terrorists don't pay a price for their terror, when dictators don't pay a price for their aggression, they keep going, Biden said. He reportedly will ask Congress for $14 billion in emergency aid for Israel, another $60 billion to help Ukraine continue fighting Russia's invasion, and another $2 billion to be kicked up to the big guy. Paul?
Thanks, Chris. Representative Jim Jordan pushed for a third vote on his bid to become House Speaker, even as he was bleeding support. He said he would back a proposal to give Speaker Pro Tem Patrick McHenry more power so the House could get some work done. The plan crumbled after several far-right lawmakers opposed it in a tense meeting. Then, after losing his third floor vote to be Speaker, Jordan also lost a secret ballot among GOP members on whether to keep him as the nominee. Jordan quickly hired Rudy Giuliani to protest the legitimacy of the vote and have asked the Proud Boys to hang Mike Pence because that may make him Speaker somehow. Chris?
Hey, thanks, Paul. Similar theme here on this one, so that's kind of fun. Sidney Powell, a lawyer who helped former President Trump challenge his 2020 election loss, pleaded guilty to reduced charges tied to Trump's effort to reverse Georgia's election results. Powell, who once promised to release the Kraken to support Trump's unfounded claim the election was stolen by fraud, agreed to testify against her co-defendants. This news was followed by a press release from Rudy Giuliani, who claims Powell stole her trademark phrase from him, and that he was the one who originally released the Kraken that one time he farted on Jenna Ellis. Paul?
Thanks, Chris. Sure. The Army has charged Private Travis King, the U.S. soldier who fled to North Korea in July, with desertion and other crimes. King, 23, is also accused of possession of child pornography, assaulting fellow soldiers, and disobeying a superior officer. He dashed over the border from South Korea just before he was to be sent home for disciplinary actions. King's mother said she was extremely concerned about his mental health and asked that his son be afforded the presumption of innocence. King quickly hired Dennis Rodman to get him back into North Korea because he thought that would be a better than going to jail. Chris?
Hey, thanks, Paul. The Shell Bay Club in Hallandale Beach, Florida opened last week, a private leisure and residential development designed for connoisseurs of a life well lived. In addition to a world-class 18-hole private golf course designed by two-time major winner Greg Norman, the facility boasts a racket center, a private yacht club, and much more. All yours to enjoy as long as you can come up with the $1 million a year to be a member. Oh, and for an additional $250,000 per year, you also get to hunt for real woke liberals and poor people. Paul?
Thanks, Chris. And finally, flag football is one of the sports being proposed by Olympic organizers for inclusion in the 2028 Los Angeles Games. If approved, the additions will mark an Olympic debut for flag football, a non-contact version of American football, and squash, which has never been part of the Olympic competition. Two punchlines.
Oh, okay.
It's for the Swifties. Upon hearing the news, Olivia Rodrigo quickly began dating one of the flag football players for publicity, which was completely her own idea, and she's not trying to be like anyone else, she promises.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Upon hearing the news, all the people who couldn't get into Pop Warner football were pretty excited.
Oh, dang, folks, that's two for the price of one. What? You've gone above and beyond today, Paul.
I didn't do Pop Warner. I stopped at flag football. So.
Yeah, right. Yes. You've outdone yourself today, Lavoda.
Thank you. Did you do Pop Warner?
No.
Did you ever do flag football?
I did flag football.
And stop there?
I got scared. I didn't want to be tackled.
Now,
it
did
looked
you?
like it would hurt.
In flag football?
Well, no. I actually loved flag football. The tackle football scared me.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were playing flag football, but you stopped proceeding in flag football because you were afraid of being tackled. And I'm like, that's why it's flag football.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I went as far as I could.
So how far did you go in football, Boogie?
Can you believe I did not play football?
At all?
Nope.
You never even was a little league flag football or anything?
And yet you produce these football stars.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
Wow.
I was a basketball kid.
Huh?
I was a basketball kid.
Hey, you know what? I forgot our news or our sports segment, didn't I?
Oh, it's short.
Yeah, holy cow. And we even had Jack in our face call in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
kind
God.
of did a little bit of it, didn't it?
It did. Yeah.
But you said it was short, right?
Yeah.
Well, this opening isn't.
God.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant
Takes me
variety
back. I love it.
the thrill of victory, and the agony.
It's only a minute.
Is that all?
Is that all?
Doesn't seem like.
But we're in such a soundbite society now, man.
Yeah.
You know, we want everything now. Make it quick.
This is BK, Wide World of Sports.
BK.
Okay, what's going on with those?
Okay, so this weekend, the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies played Miege, who is just crushing it right now. Miege is, and still had a couple of key players out, including one JoJo Arnold.
Darn it!
And not just because he was out, but got absolutely shellacked. But Miege is very good. I think they're. I don't know if they've lost any, or they may be 7-1 right now. So they, they're always at the top of the pile in 4A. I will say, those kids. So Blue Valley Northwest has a particular player that transferred in, ironically from Miege.
Oh.
So we thought that this kid would probably get on the field because he's very good. We thought he would get on the field to face his previous school, blah blah blah. Well, the story starts to come out. The reason he transferred is because he was also horribly bullied over there by his teammates.
Oh.
They would say vile things to him, like,
"Oh my gosh!"
Trigger warning. You suck. You should kill yourself. I mean, vile shit.
Good Lord.
So he transferred out, came over to Northwest, met with, open arms, really good athlete. So again, this is before we knew all this backstory. We were really expecting he would hit the field. And it's like, why isn't this kid playing? Come to find out, they were still doing the shit.
Oh my
during
gosh.
the game. During the game. Well, they never really got a chance to during the game, but like just chirping, off to the sideline after the game. I'm not 100% sure how it happened. I'm assuming during the, the line where everybody goes out and says good game or whatever, they were just still going at him.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, hey, man, I don't condone violence. I don't condone losing your cool, but to me, that was an opportunity for a big ass fucking team fight.
Oh my God.
To take up for your brother. Yeah. But so anyway, I had to bring that up because Miege is a Christian school, and so how Christian of them to behave that way. I can't believe that the coaches aren't or weren't aware of it back when it originally happened.
Well, yeah.
I can't believe they weren't aware of it when it happened now. And I think the kids and the parents and the faculty and the staff and the coaches and whoever proceeds to just turn an eye and allow that behavior to happen is just it's abysmal.
Wow.
If it happened and the kid left, there should have been a chewing out of the team. And then we're playing that kid's team. You were going to be on your best behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
And there's no way that they're not aware of it. There's no way. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up again in light of a downer theme that we talked about at the top of the show, and you're telling somebody to do that.
Yeah.
And the whole bullying thing, and it's just come on, dude, just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Come on. So anyway, regarding the Blue Valley North, Mustangs, they played St. James, which St. James doesn't have the best record, and we thought it was going to be a really good game, and they unfortunately lost to St. James.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
now was Gabe back in the lineup? Was he able to...
Gabe was back in the lineup. They did something similar to what happened to Joseph against Aquinas based on who they were playing. They changed up their defensive scheme. So St. James throws a lot. So therefore, with him being a middle linebacker, they decided to get a skill player and have him be more pass protection.
Gotcha.
Which I hate that. I get it, but I hate that term skill protection for like the wide receivers and the corners and the D-backs because it insinuates the bigger guys on the line aren't skilled.
That's right.
And it's like, so anyway. Yeah. So that's that. This week starts playoffs. Blue Valley Northwest will be going against Olathe Northwest. JoJo has like 5 really good friends over there that he'll be facing off against. One of them being, Paul, I don't know if you know Barb, but one of them being Barb's son, Barb Schlittenhardt.
Oh, her son's friends with JoJo?
Yeah, they're
that's
really
cool.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Will he be back on the field?
we hope so.
Okay.
We had an MRI this past.
Oh, you finally did have an appointment. Okay.
Yeah, we. yes. We finally had an appointment that worked out and went and did the follow up Wednesday. Turned out he had the reason it was taking longer than expected to heal. The MRI confirmed he had a lower sprain as well as a higher upper sprain, which those are the bad ones. And
Yeah.
so they decided to hold him out this week. Hopefully, he will return to the field. They actually played Thursday this week because it's the start of playoffs.
I'm glad they are doing good. Hopefully the team is having fun. Tell those young men to keep their head on straight.
That's from a pro right there.
All right, that's from pro.
Good
Will do,
advice.
Marshawn. Thanks.
Yeah.
The Blue Valley North Mustangs, oh boy, they take on Gardner Edgerton.
Is that going to be tough?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
boy.
Gardner Edgerton they're for sure ranked 1 in their class.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're ranked in the state, but it's certainly in the top. For sure, top 5, probably top 3.
Oh wow. Okay.
So,
it's going to be a tough test.
It's going to be a tough test. So
Okay.
that's what's happening.
MU did well yesterday, right?
Yeah. MU's cruising. Homecoming was yesterday. And it's funny, as we're sitting here just a few minutes ago, Abby texted me a little video. She got to work down on the field yesterday, and I guess it's a video of the guys coming out of the tunnel before the game. So
Nice.
that'll be fun to watch. Then they have a bye week, and then they go to Georgia, and they play the number 1 team in the country in the Georgia Bulldogs. So Mizzou will come in at 7-1, and
That will be interesting.
that will be a giant test, and the odds are not in their favor. But boy, if they win that, everything's wide open.
Yeah.
Well, even if they do well, it would be good.
Yeah.
It'd be good for the program.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
next week.
So they have
Next
a bye
Saturday?
week next
Oh,
week, and
okay.
then the following week.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
And the Chiefs.
Yeah. It's always scary when they play the Chargers.
I know.
To me,
I was gonna say, is this going to be their first real test?
it kind of feels like it.
Because I feel like everybody else is pretty like, they're going to win.
There's a
And they barely did. I feel like a couple of those games. Like the wins haven't been pretty.
on social media and on the Bennington show that I listen to. There's a handicapper, Chris Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
He's 12-0 this month on his handicap picks.
Yeah.
And he's got the Chargers given 6 points. I don't know exactly what that means. The Chargers 6 points. I guess the Chiefs are favored, but
So he's saying take the Chargers plus 6.
yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I think it's Chargers -6 even, which I think would
so
be a
he's-
great bet because the Chiefs shouldn't be 6 points up. They haven't even won anything by 6 points, have they?
Well, they beat the Bears handily.
Right.
Oh, that's
But other
but it
teams
was
they
the Bears.
didn't beat by even that many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good bet. If the Chiefs win, right?
It's scary to me because I feel like the Chargers aren't afraid of the Chiefs. It's not like the Broncos who haven't beat the Chiefs forever. The Chargers have in recent times, and I don't know. I just want to see those wide receivers step up.
I feel like the Chargers will do good and then choke it out during playoffs because they stink.
Yeah.
All right, that's our sports. I don't know if we need to.
Yeah, let's just keep it moving. We don't need that.
So, yeah, that's our show.
Yeah.
And you got what's going on next week, guys?
I
like this segment because it makes me look at my week.
Yeah. I got a board meeting coming up for a board that I'm on this week. I mentioned I had my colonoscopy last week. Ironically, Jane has hers this week. So
Oh, wow.
get to do that. And then the ongoing saga of Jane's treatment and reconstruction here, we go and meet with the radiation oncologist this week and talk about radiation, what that might look like. So we'll learn more from that.
Keep us posted.
Yeah, sure will. Sure will.
Boogie, you have a week coming up. Come on.
I do have
Admit
a week
it.
coming up. All right, there's 7 days that are coming up. Hopefully, I'll get to see all 7 of them. But with that, there's not much going on. I would probably say the most exciting thing is starting to look at venues.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned to you guys the Farmhouse is the place out here in Independence. Yeah, I'll send you
there's
pictures
a lot
and
of
stuff.
there's a lot of farmhouses.
I wonder where it is
So you just
here.
live in a farmhouse, some guy.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that's probably the most exciting. Well, in the big games coming up, the first round of playoffs. So that's the excitement.
So you're speaking of excitement, Boogie. Your wedding, your upcoming wedding is causing excitement apparently in my home because Jane texted me a couple of pics. I'm going to forward to you. She says ideas for Boogie and of Boogie wedding poses with their kids. Will you pass on? I don't have Boogie's number, so I'm going to forward you. She's apparently hitting Pinterest and thinking about your wedding now. So thank you for giving her something to be excited about.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jane, his wife.
Jane is so beloved and so many opportunities for her to do stuff. Just so many opportunities for her not to do that paperwork that was sitting by her chair. You know, just so many things.
That's been a hard thing for her. She's like, with all this time recovering, she had all these tasks that she's going to hit, and she has just not found the gumption to do a ton of
AI
it yet.
pictures, Boogie's wedding,
there's
kind of date,
swingers hitting on her at
swingers
Pottery
hitting
Barn.
on her, stealing nice chairs from her father.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on. You know that.
Eating fish
She's
on the side of the road.
Eating fish.
Oh.
She's a mover and a shaker.
Yeah. Good for her. Good for her. Hey, guys, I'm getting my COVID booster tomorrow night.
Oh, good public health reminder.
Have you guys done that yet?
I have.
You have? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I got my flu shot and my COVID shot at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh. Did Aaron Rodgers give you shit
she
about it?
sent those just when I saw them in smaller. I'm like, did she pull that off like other social media? Is that you?
I
Really?
literally thought, I'm like, is that me?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yes, I did get my shots, and good for you for taking care of yourself.
You, Aaron Rodgers.
I was going to say, did Aaron Rodgers give you shit about it and call you Mr. Pfizer?
He did, but you know what? Sticks and stones, buddy.
Aaron Rodgers.
Excited that I'll be getting a haircut on Tuesday.
Oh, that is exciting. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to do a swoop or a kind of a mullet type thing or kind of
Oh, maybe do the Kate +8. I think that would look really cute on you.
So it's going to be awesome. It'll be exciting.
Queen Karen.
And the big news, which I said last week, but it's going to be this week.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about,
I'm excited
right?
to hear about this.
Yes.
I do, yeah.
Cargo Largo is opening up, and I get to go to the grand opening.
The grand opening. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I want to know what that gigantic building looks like. Is
Yeah.
it all accessible to the public? I want to know.
Well, it won't be when I'm there. It's exclusive people, and then maybe we'll let you in later.
Yeah. Yep.
I want to go to Cargo Largo.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
You do. So that's the show. Chris?
Oh, yeah. Let me
do your thing.
Yeah, let me read our closing here, folks. Hey, thanks for listening to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie and introducing the Texter. Since you love the program, please rate and review the podcast on your favorite podcast distributor. We'd love to hear from you, and you can contact us at 913-735-0060 and join the KCTK Radio Facebook page. Please remember to support all of our past and next sponsors. On behalf of Paul, I'm Chris saying goodbye.
And on behalf of Chris and Boogie and the Texter, here is a cover of the Chicago song Beginning by Leonid and Friends. Is that how you would say that?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
And I found these guys on TikTok, and they do a lot of covers, and you're going to love it, guys.
Really?
Yeah, watch.
I already love it. Yeah. Hey, they're like old guys.
There's like a million of them. So I think this one guy does it, and then there's a whole bunch of different videos out there, too, of them. There you go.
Oh, we got the whole horn section.
Wow.
I'm in. Oh, I like that one guy's outfit.
I know, isn't that cool?
Look at his clam diggers, man.
What? What'd you call me? Don't you guys? I can say this to you guys. Don't you wish you had some musical talent at all?
Yes.
Boogie does.
Boogie.
I would love, yes, any amount.
What is his? He won't say for himself. What is it? Is he a vocalist? Is he a?
Yes.
Okay.
And he plays I don't know how many instruments, and he writes music.
Linda Carter did not know about this, or she would have brought this. Do you have any music that we can play sometime?
I don't. I have nothing recorded. I used to. Blocker used to bring me along to some of his gigs and let me sit in.
What did you play?
To those, it was guitar.
Guitar?
Yeah.
Lead guitar, rhythm guitar, what?
No, just acoustic. Sitting there, just a little coffee shop stuff.
Look at you learning more about Boogie.
You SO Boogie.
Son of a boogie.
Because I didn't know this stuff.
Yeah, well, it's
Neither did
because-
Linda Carter, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't good, that's why.
What do you think this podcast is?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, what are we bringing? Quality programming?
You need to bring an original song sometime, okay?
Okay, all right, I'll do it.
Whitney, you're out there. Record him doing a song sometime.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll do it. Thanks, Whitney. I know you'll plan that. Remember we were gonna do I was gonna say Boogie Town, but it's Funky Town and all this stuff that Whitney was gonna plan for us, but now forget about it.
Because she may have the capacity to be a professional event planner.
Right. But she won't because she's gonna just be planning the wedding now.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. She's gonna be
We'll see if this wedding ever happens. Wow.
Maybe we should do the wedding at Funky Town.
That's not a destination, but a close destination.
Theme.
Yeah.
Right?
Theme.
There's a theme to it.
Yeah.
You know what? If she does a good job at being a bride, she may go professional. You know what? I'm going to say this to Jane, Boogie, and Nancy, Jennifer.
Yeah.
If you want to guys do a podcast where you just give shit to your spouses, you're welcome to use the studio.
That would be like a.
You would have more material too.
I was gonna say that'd be like a 4-hour show.
Lots of quality content there. Holy cow.
I don't know. It may turn into a Jada Pinkett Red Table Talks against us.
Oh wow.
Next thing you know, they're just bagging on us and shit.
Yeah, they're just bitter and
I don't know.
hating us as much as we deserve.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they don't do that. Scratch that idea, guys. Let's take care of it in post. So this guy does just all kinds of covers like this?
I really don't even the different ones. I don't even recognize the people. A whole bunch of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh well.
I was just about to say with the horns. I wonder if they do any Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Well.
Guess and you know where Maurice White is from, right?
No.
Chicago.
Huh?
There must have been some type of
movement.
horn thing.
Yeah.
At the same time.
The great horn movement of Chicago.
Yeah, of the early 70s of Chicago.
Chicago Horn Fest.
Now, does the band Chicago have a lot of?
Yeah.
Do they have a horn section?
Yeah, especially in their earlier stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
I just love live music.
Did I ever tell you when I was in 5th grade, they had band, and I wanted to play the cornet, and they told me my lips were too big for the cornet mouthpiece, and maybe I should consider the tuba.
Really?
Yeah. It's hurtful. Yes.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.
It is now the time for you to speak now or forever hold your peace.
The worst person to say I told you so is yourself.
If you need help, folks, 988 is the National Suicide Crisis Lifeline. Reach out by text or call.
Be your own hero.